Today I'm going to start on something that when I saw, I think I was a little bit prejudiced about it because of other activities or events or happenings that have gone on the past weeks. So when I saw this particular one, the truth of the matter is I was a bit judgmental about it because I didn't understand. My whole thought process is, what would this bring you? When you do this, what is this bringing you? How is this helping our people? How is this keeping us out of the situations that we find ourselves in already? How is this making any difference? So when I saw it, I was a bit judgmental, and the truth of the matter is I'm hungry for our people. I want to do everything I can to make sure that our people are where they need to be. And hence the reason why this awakening is happening, and why I'm even reacting to videos, to not just say things from my point of view or my opinions, but across the globe amongst our brothers and sisters, you would also get to hear other opinions and happenings that is going on across the globe. So I was fuming because I'm like, my whole agenda was, why are you doing this? But when I started researching into this brother, and I realized what this was all about, my entire approach to this change, I took a 360 turn. So I hold my hands up and say I was wrong for judging something that I didn't have any understanding of. And here is why I had a 360 change of mind, digging just a little deeper into what was really going on. Here's why.
Yeah. We get hot in family.
Our enemies are many, and they stand ready to pounce upon and exploit our every weakness. They play upon our vanities and flatter us in every kind of way. They tell us that this particular person or that particular country has greater or more favorable potentialities than the other. They do not tell us that we should unite, that we are all as good as we are able to make ourselves once we are free.
Don't fucking move on. Shoot your fucking ass, bitch. Tase his ass.
Why are you so angry?
I'm angry because it's been going on forever. Forever. Enough is enough.
We're waiting for a back. I will, sir. No worries. I will.
Fuck!
He just shot his arm off. We got pulled over on Larpener.
I told him not to reach for it. I told him to get his hand out.
You told him to get his ID, sir, and his driver's license. Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead. Please don't tell me my boyfriend just went like that.
Keep your hands where they are, please.
Yes, I will, sir. I'll keep my hands where they are. Please don't tell me this, Lord. Please, Jesus, don't tell me that he's gone. Please don't tell me that he's gone. Please, officer, don't tell me that you just did this to him. You shot 4 bullets into him, sir. He was just getting his license and registration, sir.
Mid-20th century is Africa's. This decade is the decade of African independence. Forward then to independence. To independence now. Tomorrow, the United States of Africa.
Aquaba, Aquaba, Aquaba. I welcome you one more time to the Melanated Truth. I say one more time because we do this every day. To the Melanated Truth. I'm super excited about what is happening. We are growing. Bless everybody that keeps adding up. Our numbers keep adding up. Some way, somehow, YouTube keeps dropping it down, but I know we're gonna grow. So, but I'm super excited about our Zoom community and everything that is happening in our Zoom community. I say a big thank you to every single person that has made the Zoom community what it is. Without you, we wouldn't have a community. Without you, we wouldn't have a community. So I appreciate your participation in the community a lot. It's also open to everybody because very soon a lot of people are really going to understand. Somebody sent something to me today, and I was listening to it, and I'm like, people don't understand my job. People don't understand why I'm here. People don't understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. And before they get to understand the assignments that is on my life, no, I don't want to even say this. I don't want to say this before they get it will be too late. No, it won't be too late. I know our people are waking up, and I know in no time, a lot of people will begin to understand what I'm doing, and they will come and join and help us build and grow and ensure that indeed we have our place called home, both home and abroad, both across the diaspora. So I know, I see some of the things I don't say because I'm not allowed to say some of the things that I've been told. I can't say them now till we are ready, so we're in the right place to say them. So it will come, but it's a bit tense now. So let me break the ice with this video.
Hold on, let me call you back. Mr. Big Man, where my food there?
Before me go buy the food, me not ask if you're hungry, I say you're good. No bother me, please. Don't bother me.
Hello, sir. If me can't eat, you can't eat too. Fucking boy, man. If me can't eat, you can't eat too.
Woo. Listen, I needed this. I really needed this. Woo. I really needed this because what I'm going to talk about today is very much intense. So I really needed this. I mean,
If you ever pick up back the chicken back.
see, why do women do that? I want to understand that. Why do I know it's a woman thing that when you're going to buy something, you ask a woman, "Would you want something?" They go like, "No, I don't want it. No, I don't want it." But the minute you go get it eaten, what happened would happen to you, brothers. Please, let's advise ourselves. So that even though they say they won't eat it, just buy an extra pot. Just buy some extra and put it on. That's a just in case order. Just in case they change their minds. Just in case there is free advice for you, brothers. Just in case they change their minds and decide to. You don't want to be caught up in this mess. But anyway, let's go straight into what I'm going to talk about today.
Look at all the white people leave. Look at all the white people leave. They getting the fuck out of Dodge. Look at all the white people leaving, y'all. Look at the white people leaving. Yeah. Okay. Sure, bro. Sure. Yeah, definitely. Where's the other gentleman that's taking pictures? That's homegirl over there.
And like I was saying in the introduction, that I had a 360 change of mind. And I'm not going to listen, I didn't just change my mind because I just looked at something, I condemn it. I was looking at the consequences of these actions, and I decided that no, we got to do something. But this is not the way to, this is what I was saying, this is not the way to go. Listen, we almost have a similar ideologies, but we got to keep it on the wraps till we are solid. You go, I'm going with till that was my whole point of view, till we are solid. Maybe some of you haven't seen what is going on, so let me just show you something. Let me show you this.
Do solemnly swear to protect the black nation. To protect the black nation.
Hundreds of protesters dressed in black, armed with assault rifles, and a passionate plea at Stone Mountain Park today demanding the carving of Confederate figures be removed from the mountain. Those figures include Jefferson Davis, Robert E. Lee, and Stonewall Jackson. And although some called it an alarming sight, park police tell us they had no issues with that gathering. Jay Plyburn joins us live from the park with the latest. Jay?
Hey, good evening. It's been an interesting Independence Day here at Stone Mountain, an area which usually sees about 4 million visitors each year, partially because of this unique monument behind me, a Confederate monument at that. And take a look at the video from earlier this afternoon. There were not originally many people here today. The park actually just reopened after closing for COVID-19. But this afternoon, more than 100 people showed up right here protesting the monument, which is one of the largest of its type in the country. The protesters were heavily armed, but workers with the park's public safety division said they had no issues with the group coming in to exercise their free speech.
It's a public park, state park. We have these protests on both sides of the issue from time to time. We respect people's First Amendment right to exercise those rights. We understand the sensitivities of the issue here at the park and the dark paths, so we respect that and allow them to come in. And as long as it's peaceful, which it has been, then that's fine.
All right, and that was Jay Plyburn reporting for us from Stone Mountain Park today as those protesters were letting their voices be heard.
So this is what happened on July 4th. This is all over the place. It's really crazy, catching fire. Everybody talking about it.
Tonight, the city of Stone Mountain is re-examining policies after a large group of demonstrators marched into Stone Mountain Park over the weekend. Many of them were armed.
So while the demonstration was peaceful and no one was arrested, we're learning the group did not have a permit to be there. 11 Alive's Tracy A. McPeer spoke with Stone Mountain officials about how it might handle future demonstrations.
When you take a city as small as Stone Mountain with our 15 officers and they are confronted with 200 plus individuals who have obviously outgunned us to do a peaceful demonstration, then we're not going to start talking about permits, and you can't come in without a permit.
Thomas Brown says the armed protesters on Saturday at Stone Mountain did not have a parade permit, but the city's public safety administrator says they weren't going to risk an altercation over the issue at the time.
That's a conversation we must have much later on down the line.
Without any notice, Police Chief Chancey Troutman says they were surprised by the number of armed marchers and had to call DeKalb County for reinforcements.
They are popping up. They're not just, we don't even notice half the time until we ride through our streets. We see people gathering. They use our jurisdiction to park in, so they want to pay to get in.
The minimum parade permit costs $250 and helps pay for police to keep the community and the protesters or paraders safe. Without one, City Manager Shaquia Thornton says the money has to come from the city's taxpayers through the general fund. But the city manager says now there could be a way to get paid back.
We are having some conversation regarding assessing permits after the fact.
It would take a change in ordinance, but Mayor Patricia Wheeler says some council members are already on board.
They've already voiced their opinion that they feel that we should at least reach out to them. Whether it would happen, that would be something in the near future to find out.
For the city of Stone Mountain to go back and charge groups for permits they didn't file in advance, it would take an ordinance change. Now that takes 2 readings and a majority vote by council. The whole process could take a month.
This is why I was a bit on the fence about this, because I didn't understand why our brothers were doing this, and I'm always concerned about the safety of our people, and when considering they're always looking for an opportunity to jump on us, an opportunity to do the things that they love doing to us, I was like, why are you doing this? At this point, I was still saying, why are you doing this? And the reason why I kept saying why you're doing this is because of this particular video. Watch this.
Oh my God. Ay, Dios mío, señor, la puta policía. ¡Llame a la policía! ¡Ay, está cortado, ¿qué? No, pero ya está cortado. Está cortado. Luisa, llama a la policía. ¡Llama a la policía! ¡Llama a la policía! ¡Corre palí! ¡Corre palí! ¡Corre palí! ¡Oh, shit! ¡Síguete metiendo! ¡No te metas! ¡No te metas! ¡No te metas! ¡Tranquilo! ¡No te metas! ¡Ay! ¡Oh, shit! ¡Ay, 911! 911! ¡Fanny, ven para acá! Este está todo golpeado, mira. Ese está todo golpeado, ese. Somebody get hurt. You don't even know who I am. You don't know who the fuck we are. You don't know who the fuck we are.
So we're right here, man. Right here in the street.
Oh, shit. La peluca. Nobody's fighting. We're trying to break it up. 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 Somebody Oh, shit!
Now, when you watch this video and you see how ridiculous they're going at each other and fighting, and see how they see how they fighting women, like they're beating the lady with rods and pipes, and you don't touch a woman. What's wrong with you? You don't touch a woman. Did your mother not train you? You don't be a man. Don't beat a woman. If you want to fight, I don't care how loud the woman is. And don't get it twisted. I've been pushed in the corner by a woman and I still didn't throw my hands. So you don't fight a woman. You don't hit a woman. You don't do that to a woman. If not anything at all. So when I saw this video and I saw this march, I'm like, wait. Our people gotta work behind the scene, gotta prepare. We gotta prepare. We gotta do all the right stuff. Listen, we want the same thing, but sometimes the approach is what makes all the difference. So I was like, we gotta make sure we do the right stuff. We've got to do the right stuff. And that was all that I was crying for. That's all that I was calling for. So, until I began to dig a little deeper to see what really went down and why it went down. Yes, why. No, not why it actually went down. The why will shock you, but here's a little bit of info about what actually took place on July 4th and why it took place and where it took place. Let's watch this.
On Saturday, July 4th, the nation's Independence Day, an armed group of black militia members marched through Georgia's Stone Mountain Park, calling for the removal of one of the nation's most known Confederate monuments. The NFACT, also known as the Not Fucking Around Coalition, is staying true to his name and going viral while doing it. The armed, predominantly black militia group marched through Georgia's Stone Mountain Park for the July 4th holiday and outright challenged the KKK. Stone Mountain Park is considered the birthplace of the Ku Klux Klan and the home to the nation's largest Confederate monument, a 9-story high sculpture depicting Confederacy President Jefferson Davis and Southern Generals Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson. In 1915, the Klan held its rebirth ceremony atop the mountain with flaming crosses, and it's a hotbed for the Klan, who still hold gatherings there. With that in mind, the armed group marched on the location to make a statement and invoke their Second Amendment rights. "I want the heart of the Ku Klux Klan to hear me no matter where the fuck you are," said an NFAC member in a video. "I'm in your house. Where you at? You made a threat. We don't threaten." What y'all think about that?
Okay, at this point, I was beginning to get it because we all know the history of the KKK. And listen, don't you dare think, and this is the problem, don't you dare think because you're not in the United States, because you're in Africa, you're in Jamaica, you're in the Caribbean, you all over the place, so this doesn't really concern you. Listen, this concerns you. The reason why they do this to our brothers and sisters is because they know nobody is coming for them. They know you won't do anything. They know Ghana wouldn't do anything. They know Nigeria wouldn't do anything, because Nigeria will say, these are not my people. Ivory Coast will say the same. They will say we all have our own problems. And that's the thing. We are not divided. We are not united. We don't look at it around and see that is my brother. This is my sister. This is my mother. We are all one people. Don't let the borderlines keep you confused, get you confused. The lines that they made up is what is making you think that, oh, I'm this and I'm that. So it concerns you. It concerns me. That is why I'm reacting to this video all the way from Ghana. Because it concerns me. And we're building. I'm telling you, we are building. But we gotta walk on the right path. That is all that we gotta do. We just gotta make sure we do the right thing. We walk systematically. As to our plans, let our plans never be known by the media. Before they know it, we show up. And boy, you saw that they showed up. And this is when I started getting interested, and I was like, wait a minute. This is beginning to make sense. This is really, really, really beginning to make sense. And hence why the leader, Grandmaster J of the NFCA said these words. Listen.
I came down this motherfucker. And they said they was gonna kill me, right? The GBI said they was gonna kill me. Until somebody that worked in the GBI told on me. So I told the world. It turned all y'all into killers. So they let that go. Then the KKK got mad because we went to McBrien's house and we went to McMichael's house and went to kill him. And then we told them we shot the Klan up, so they mad about that. Hold on, let me say this. And everybody told me don't come down. Y'all don't want to know how many motherfuckers told me you go down there, they gonna kill you. Straight up. These supposed to be people that had my back. And I said, you know what? I don't believe that shit true. I'm a child of y'all. And I didn't put myself on this mission. He did. I didn't create NFAC. He did. Yes. I didn't touch all you motherfuckers. He did. So I figured if I'm supposed to come down here and get killed, that's the way the book is written. You can't escape your destiny. I'm either gonna get killed here, or I'm gonna get killed in Louisville, or I'm gonna get killed somewhere else where they fucking up. But I'm cool with that. You know why? Serve it. Job well done. Alright? I'd rather die for one of y'all than to die over some bullshit. So I'm here. And
when I heard this, I still wanted to understand what is going on. What is all this about? And I respect him for his boldness. Listen, a lot of us be talkers. We don't take action. We just talk. I don't play with talkers. I don't play with people that just talk. When it comes to action time, they don't do anything. They just want to talk. I'm tired of talking. I want to do something. You don't understand. The spirituality that we on, we're doing something. They just don't know it yet. And they won't know it because they don't understand spirituality. They don't know what we're about. We're doing something. We're not just talking. And I'm all about doing something. And I've said, listen, I've said this in other platforms, what they're doing. I've said this. So when I saw this, I'm like, I need more understanding. I need more clarity. Like, why is he taking this personal? Why is he trying to be in the places where they're messing with us? They're killing our brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. Why are they doing this? We need to. I need to understand why. Until I saw this particular video where they killed the brother in Georgia, February 23rd. I'm like, oh, snap. This is why the brother rose up. This is why he's doing what he's doing. For a long time, nobody was coming for anybody when they get gunned down, shot down. But now a lion is roaring and somebody is rising up and somebody is going for our brothers and sisters. And I'll be like, and sorry for the foul words and the curse words that he be. Listen, he's upset. He's allowed. Brother, you're allowed to say whatever you want to say in any manner. Say it. That's how you feel. I'm like, boy, this is it. This is it. Initially, I thought he was some ignorant fella. But when I began to dig on him, search on him, I realized, wait a minute, he's not ignorant at all. Yeah, there are certain things that he says that is out of place a bit. But he's not ignorant. And Like plays like thinking he's getting the orders from Yah and all of that, you know. Yah is the God of war. So I understand from our spiritual point of view, not from the biblical point of view, because that's bogus, right? That's why he's raising a soldier like that. And that's why he's going to raise a lot of soldiers, because he's a God of war. Every time Yah shows up, it's about war. Study your scriptures. Every time he shows up, it was about war. So I understood the brother and I understood the passion that he holds. And I did that. I understood that. And you would understand it when I play this next video.
This morning, the video drawing international attention. Ahmaud Arbery, who's African American, is seen running on a Sunday afternoon in February in Brunswick, Georgia. Gregory McMichael and his son Travis, who are white, are in a pickup truck ahead, both armed. Travis fires a shotgun and kills Arbery. According to a police report, the father, Gregory McMichael, said there had been several break-ins in the neighborhood, and a man he viewed as the suspect was running down the street. He and his son grabbed their guns and went after him, thinking he could be armed. McMichael also said Arbery began to violently attack Travis. Arbery's mother says her son was just out for a daily jog.
He was into fitness, and that's just something that he did. That's something that he enjoyed doing.
An attorney for Arbery's family says he was unarmed and tried to avoid the truck. He says there's no evidence to suggest Arbery was committing a crime. Georgia does have a statute allowing citizen arrest.
However, you must personally observe the crime. So it can't be you believe that someone may have committed a crime in the area in the recent past.
Supporters of Arbery's family have organized protests. LeBron James, Viola Davis, and Wanda Sykes among those voicing outrage. NBC News has been unable to reach the McMichaels, but attorney Alan Tucker, who's known Gregory McMichaels for 30 years, says there isn't a prejudicial or racist bone in his body. Tucker says he released the cell phone video to get the truth out there. Two prosecutors recused themselves because of connections to the McMichaels, one of them from Waycross County, writing he thought their actions were perfectly legal, and Travis McMichael was allowed to use deadly force to protect himself after Arbery allegedly initiated the fight and grabbed his shotgun. On Tuesday, the DA, now responsible, called for a grand jury to consider criminal charges. But because of coronavirus closures, that can't happen until June.
What pains me the most is that he was killed, but then the authorities, they let me down.
Already I've shown you that it's because of this brother. Because they shot the brother. He was just jogging and they shot him down. And he was like, we're not having it anymore. Time to go, time away. Listen, it's past time. Embrace brother. Mo bompe. Amo. I tell you. Me ya pay amo. I'm just saying, I'm praying with you, my brother. Grandmaster Jay, I'm praying with you. And I'm glad that he knows that they would want to kill him, and he's to show up. My type of guy. We will show up. We don't, in the face of danger, we show up. He's my kind of guy. I like him already. I like him.
I want to shout out all the people that came out. All of those black folks that came out knowing that they got to stay there after we gone, who felt like they was cut off and alone. They told us, we just down here by ourselves. Nobody cares, until they saw us show up and we cared. But we didn't come for them, because see, those are folks. We came to show them, this is how you handle this going forward. You don't need to have nobody come from out of town to come into your city, to come into your state, to handle your business. Because the same rules and laws that they live by, that they don't brainwash you into thinking you can't use, you saw what we did. Not only did we come down, not only did we strap up, not only did we go to the houses, not just to the house of the people that shot the video, we went to all houses. We showed up in force because they're not used, or they thought that they had exterminated this type of black person. Surprise. No, you didn't. You see, there's a whole demographic of us, and we're going to do more than throw rocks at police cars. We're going to do more than turn stuff over. You see, most of us are ex-military. You trained us, and you trained us well. And we woke up, and I love my people. I love everybody on this live. I would die for you, and I've proven that to you. I need y'all to start proving that you will die for your own people. You may not be as equipped as we are. You may not have everything that we have, but what you do have is your ancestral spirit that's been talking to you in the back of your head saying, what are you waiting on? So we just thought we would give you some incentive. Now I'm going to tell you this. When we went into that neighborhood, it was rather interesting because it raised more questions than it did give me answers. And anybody who knows me knows I'm a very analytical brother. I don't just take things as you tell me. And I tell everybody on my live, go and investigate whatever I tell you to keep me honest. But the first thing I didn't understand was, what was he doing there? Because when we went to the neighborhood, and the neighborhood sits in the middle of nowhere, there's nothing anywhere. There's swamp and flatland. We're on the border of Florida and Georgia, Gator country. You know, them good old boys. Okay? But there's nothing else around there. That's the first thing that I didn't understand. And then it's one of those areas where it's one way in and one way out. Even when you get in there, they got a few little side streets, but there's no way out. Which means even if he ran in, what was he going to do? Run around in a maze and then run out? Okay, I didn't get that part either. But this is the part that I'm going to share with y'all. And a big shout out to Shar Bates from BET's Cop Watch, who was actually with us, and my man City, because they were there to do their documentation because they wanted to see what we was going to do. But at the end of the day, what I didn't understand was this. We went to the house that he supposedly broke into. Let me help y'all out because you're at home watching the media spin. See, I'm a in-your-face type person. I got to see it for myself. I got to touch it. I got to smell it. I got to understand so I can sleep at night. Because I could not believe in my good conscience that 2 or 3 white men in 2020 shot this boy down like a dog for any reason. I had to see it for myself. The house that he went to. Yes, the house was under construction. I got you. But then I tried to figure out, based on the news story, y'all got me thinking that the dude, Mr. McMichaels, whatever the fuck you want to call him, he lived next door, so he saw something, you know. But no. His house wasn't there. His house was all the way down the street on the other side. There was no way he could have seen anything going on at that house. So I said, okay. So we went down to his house. Oh, yes, we did. And when we went down to his house, I was amazed. The truck is still in the driveway where he parked it. The same truck he killed dude in. It's parked right there. It's not marked with crime tape. It's parked like he gonna be home. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know who was in that house. But I know goddamn well when they looked out that window and saw 12 bros dressed in black with machine guns coming, looking in the windows, ringing the doorbell, peeking in the windows, going around the back, telling the dog to be quiet. We here. We done pulled up. And we know you ain't there because they locked you up 2 hours after we said we was coming. They didn't arrest them. They put them in protective custody because they knew them boys was coming. But that was cool. We didn't care if you wasn't there. We wanted anybody to be home, but nobody was there. But that's cool. And then the police came. Y'all know the police. You know the same ones that's beating us up for trying to come out for safe distancing. You know the ones that always assume a black man got something in his waist. You know the ones that don't have no problem putting their hands on our sisters rather than calling a female cop. You know the ones. Oh, they came. But when them boys turned that corner, and they saw us standing in the street, military style, in what we call an assumed combat position, they knew that we were not regular Joes. Matter of fact, they didn't know who we was. They knew one thing. If they had driven down that street, they never would have made it anywhere closer to us because we're all expert shooters. All of us. We have a motto in the military. 1 shot, 1 kill. We weren't breaking no laws. So don't put us in a position to have to break any. Now, there are some people who were amazed at that. They never approached us. They never talked to us. They never came near us. As a matter of fact, in case y'all don't know, they called for backup. And then the backup came and saw it, and they were like, oh. And so they called it, the seniors came. The lead detective came, and the head of the criminal interdiction came. And they looked like, and they pulled their people out. They were like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. They left. And then they had their head guy. He came down the street, and he let the window down. And this is what he said. Y'all ain't doing nothing to me. I ain't got no problem with y'all. Have a good day. Rolled off. You know why? Because Thomas Jefferson said that when you arm yourself, you go from being a subject to a citizen, just like that. You understand? We were citizens, armed citizens, legally armed citizens, legally armed, bulletproof vested, gas masked citizens, legally armed, former military citizens, pissed off black people. But want nobody home, y'all. So we then went to where the young man was killed. And when we got down there to the intersection, because I'm a logical thinking person, I looked at where they said he died. And y'all seen the video. And I looked around me and I said, but this is not the street that's in the video. I'm confused. If the house is right there and the redneck dude right here, but the dude is right here, why in the hell does the video show from back here? So I walked down that street, and y'all best believe the whole neighborhood was afraid of us. Yes, they was. Because look what y'all brought to our neighborhood. Y'all brought black people the type we've never seen before. Oh, they didn't come out and talk to us. They didn't come out and say it was a tragedy. No, they put do not trespass signs on every house so that when we got there, if we had stepped on someone's property, they would have had an excuse. We're not that dumb. See, Johnny can read. And I walked down the street and I turned around and I came back. And I said, okay, I got a question. This is the street he got shot on. How the hell did he get from the house that he's supposedly been looking at to come all the way 2 blocks over to be here to get shot? And there's a truck at the end of the street. And there's another guy. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Before I say anything, let's go pay a visit to the guy that shot the video. So we all went to his house because we had already heard he wasn't going to get charged. But see, when you go to these little small towns like that, you have to understand that those towns are built on what we call nepotism. That means your mama and your daddy and your cousin and your brother's wife, all of them got all the important jobs in the town. Everybody eat together. Everybody play ball together. Everybody hunts together. They all sit around, drink beer together. And then on Mondays, they all go to their jobs. Now, the black folks, we don't have it like that. We're at the mercy of their system. So when they kill his boy, that's why they picked up the phone and called the girl Jackie and said, yo, we done killed this dude. Don't even worry about it. I'm going to call the police station and tell them to be cool. See, I'm smart. I put that shit together quick. But what I didn't understand was we went to the dude's house, the one that filmed it, that's trying to play innocent right now. You can sell that shit to somebody else. We ain't buying that with food stamps. I'm going to tell you why. He didn't live nowhere in that area. As a matter of fact, we had to go up the street, down the street. And when I got to his crib, I went, who this? They said, this is the dude that filmed it. Well, how in the hell did he get involved if he was nowhere near? Unless somebody called him. Let me educate y'all who live in big cities how you hunt in the South, especially when you're tracking gators. You have one person that's driving. That's the shooter. You put another person in the back of the truck, he's the spotter, in case because they looking down in the brush in the Everglades. And then you have another person who comes up from the rear in case the gator tries to go the other way. That's called a 3-way kill zone. That's what they did to him. I ain't stupid. I was in the military. I know all about that. Okay. Last thing that I want to say is this. Oh, they wasn't home either. Yeah, rung the doorbell, looked in the window, went round the back, let them know we out here. We pulled up. What's happening? You see, we're not going to be, y'all keep screaming no justice, no peace. Guess what? Ain't no peace and it ain't no justice. You know the opposite of that is? That means that it's war and chaos. Boom, 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 we at your door. Come on out. Y'all like to shoot black folks, right? We here. Come on, we right here. Nobody wanted to come out. And the police ain't gonna help you because y'all called the police and the police left them hanging. Like, y'all did this shit. Y'all gonna wear this on your own because y'all done pissed off black people across America and all blacks ain't the same. You see, they like to lump us into one group when they talk about us. But see, y'all didn't snatch us from one country. See, black folks was everywhere. That's why we did not fucking around crew. Because the people that you was talking to, you can fuck with them. Y'all pardon my language, but I gotta be real on here if I can do so. You messed with the wrong group. So we here, but y'all can understand nobody was home. Nobody answered the door. But this is what blew my mind. I never in my life have ever seen a flag that said Trump breathing in the wind on his house. I never seen a house that had billboard signs, not signs, y'all, billboard signs. Trump, Pence 2020, enough of the bullshit. I'm going, well, I'll be damned. We deep in Trump country. These ain't just Trumpers. These are old, retired white folks who built themselves a nice little subdivision far away from everybody. I was never supposed to see that because I was never supposed to be back there. He was never supposed to be back there. Y'all talk to me now. So I realized where we at. Oh, once we figured that out, it was really time for us to let them know, okay, we see what we working with here. Yeah, but we are here. We know where you live. We're not afraid to come to your door. You want to do something to my people? There's going to be consequences going forward. I don't care about what happened last week. I don't care about those folks that claim that Black Lives Matter and didn't do shit. I don't care about the people who always sitting online talking about all of this metaphysical bullshit that don't move our situation no further, but won't pick up a pistol or pick up a rifle and go fight for it. I keep telling y'all, whenever you're ready, and y'all ain't ready, but after this, y'all look like y'all ready now because we have shown you you can do this in every city, in every town, everywhere. You don't have to wait for us to show up because if we have to show up, it's way out of control and we're not coming to talk. It's up to you all to form your own chapters, to take existing organizations and branch them out. It's up to you to talk to your neighbor. It's up to you to shake off the brainwash of being by default harmful and evil to other people who look like you. You see, I find it amazing. There's people sitting on this live right now that got their faces scrunched up. They're sitting there being cynical. They're sitting there being angry at me. Because I look like you. You see, you've been socialized. You've been brainwashed. I got to scrub that out of you. Because you'll fight me, but you won't raise a hand against the people that declared you to be their enemy before you.
He's speaking some fact. And the fact, listen, what are they going to do? And this is why we got to wake up from their lies. They are controlling us with their religious lies, and in as much as a lot of people claim they are out of this, they are still deep in their lies. You have people in Ghana, you have people in Nigeria, in South Africa, in Congo, in Kenya, still looking for a Messiah. Still looking for somebody to come and do something. They don't want to do anything. Still waiting. No, we move. This time we are moving. We are doing something. That's why I was encouraging everybody on Zoom that let's start what we discussed on Zoom. We're moving. We're not just sitting around. Right. I'm not going to be tempted to say the things that they've told me in the spirit to do. I'm not going to say it here so that they know. No, they don't know. If they think they're smart, let them just meet me up in the spirit and get the information that the fathers are giving me in the spirit. Let them meet me up. They can't. I love Grandmaster Jay. I love him. Please stop thinking that crazy thought. I love him. What are you going to do about it? Because I have the courage and the boldness. He showed up. They was running. The police couldn't do anything because what are you going to do? My only thing about this was that let's move strategically because you know they've got a lot of firepower. So we need to grow. We need to mature. Spiritually, we're praying. Brother, I'm praying with you. We're praying. And we're asking for a lot of people to wake up so we can all pray. Imagine each and every one of us scattered across the face of the earth, calling on the powers that be, calling on the Creator, calling on our Mother Earth, calling on the powers of the day. They don't understand that. They don't know anything about that. Calling on all the celestial powers, all the ancestors, everybody raising up altars. Altars are satellites in the dimensions. They don't understand that. And I'm not supposed to say that here. Listen, I love what he's doing. I admire what he's doing. And I'll keep praying for sons and daughters to rise up like that. And I would recommend this. One of the things that I really loved about the whole thing was how peaceful it was, though. How peaceful. That's smart. How peaceful. They're moving strategically. I pray for long life for our brother. But then he started blowing me really away when he started digging into some facts. Watch this.
If you are not familiar with the concepts of neurolinguistics, they use it on you every day. I myself am an expert in neurolinguistics. That's how I know how to talk to you in a certain tonation and take you up a plateau and get you to the point where you're sitting there in agreement with me, but then bring you back here because I want you to focus here. They use it against you. Let me give it to you real quick. Neurolinguistics is always 3 truths and a lie. 3 truths and a lie. What you're doing is putting the mind in the position to believe everything that the person's saying. The next time you see the news, they're going to say this to you. Good evening. Today is Wednesday, May 29th, 2020. My name is Jay. Let's begin. Everything I just said to you was true. So your mind believes that I'm not going to lie to you. But I said, let us begin. I'm now about to start lying to you. You'll get it? That is neurolinguistics. That's how you program people. You see, the government spends a lot of money on studying the mind, but the scientists spend more time studying melanin. They want to know the chemistry of melanin. They want to know the chemistry of dark matter. That's why Kemet, land of the blacks, chemistry, the study of Kemet, the study of melanin. You are the key to everything. Don't y'all know that if you're a melanin-filled person, that when you take medicine, it doesn't heal you. It causes your melanin to heal you. That's why you see, I'm not sorry, I know some white folks on here that's all in their feelings, but look, today, it's us. I'm gonna need you to sit back and just take the ride or get the fuck out. That's how we roll around here. We don't fuck around. Facts. That's why we did not fuck around coalition. We're giving you straight facts with no chaser. But at the end of the day, that's why y'all can take all the pills you want, make up all the medicines that you want, all the pharmaceuticals. That's temporary relief from a situation you can never fix. All we do is give our melanin a push, and it does what it's supposed to do. So yes, the darker the berry, the lesser the benefits for health are needed. I'm being real with you. And as you can tell by looking at my brother and me, our family already been polluted by the slave folks, but we still got enough melanin in us that we remember who the hell we are. We still have our racial rage. We still have our ancestral connection. We still have those things. And because of that, at such a time as he has written, I will pull those people to walk in their purpose. Some of you all are generals and you don't even know it. Some of y'all are lieutenants, you don't even know. I'm talking about men and women. Some of y'all are walking prophets and it ain't came time for you to prophesy yet. Some of y'all are foot soldiers and you don't even know that the horn been blown for you to go to war. And don't get me wrong, some of y'all are cheerleaders. Don't be mad, we all gotta have a job. Some of y'all are reporters. Some of y'all are just spectators. But just remember this. No matter who you are, we are all one people. We are all one family. We might not be perfect. And yes, we do have our own internal problems. But I'll be damned if we're going to sit back and let somebody else do some shit to us that we wouldn't allow our own people to do. Okay? We ain't playing that shit. We may be fucked up over here. Yeah, you can bring up black on black crime. What about white on white crime? What about Chinese on Chinese crime? What about Italian? What about everybody kills everybody? Last time I checked, y'all, there was no bus to take me uptown to the suburbs so I could kill some white folks and keep our numbers low in the ghetto. Ain't no bus like that. You kill who you around. But if you really want to know why, while I'm talking about it, why black folks kill black folks, is because it's rooted in slavery. There's 4 types of killings that we do. There's young folks who actually have nothing to live for, who don't understand who the hell they are. They've been put in this respect or be killed mentality because that's how it was in the slave days. You want to know why? The second type of killing is called disrespect killing. You bumped into me. You stepped on my shoe. You disrespected me. I'm going to kill you. You know why we used to do that? Because we were so disrespected by the slave owners. We had so much self-hate. We couldn't take it out on them, so we take it out on our brothers. Then we have what we call all in the family killing. That's when you want to kill your wife, want to kill your spouse, you want to kill your kids because some shit didn't go right because you mad at the slave owner because they raped you when you first got there in front of your wife. They done disrespected, took your manhood. They done let the woman have more power than you so you won't feel like you shit, so you abusive to your family. Our killing is rooted in the post-traumatic slave disorder that we still suffer from, that we've never been given a chance to heal. You can't heal. I can't heal from what you've done to me if you're still in my face. Anybody who's been in a real relationship knows shit happens. But if he did it to you or she did it to you and you still want to stay with them, you got to get out their face for a while. I don't want to see you right now. I can't see you, white people. That's not right now. I can't be in the same land you in, white people. Not right now. Because my people's blood is on this earth. I can't abide by your laws right now, white people, because I'm still hurting. As a people, we are still bleeding. We still hurting. And y'all keep telling us it's going to be okay. Y'all didn't tell those motherfuckers to be okay that they stuck in the ovens. Y'all didn't tell those motherfuckers to be okay that they marched into the gas chamber. Y'all quick to tell somebody else to be okay. But y'all don't want us to be okay? No, it ain't. See, we sick of that. We done with that. I'm telling you what Malcolm said. It's either peace and justice for everybody or there's no peace and there's no justice for nobody. And that's real talk. So all I'm going to tell you is this. When the bullets start flying and shit get turned up, you can keep on believing in the religion that they beat into you as a slave master if you want to. Or you can acknowledge what Yahweh wrote prior to the flood when he said that when the time comes, you will take vengeance on your oppressors because he got your back. You see, I'm not some angry black man that just came out of nowhere. Through deep studying and through walking in my purpose. Some people say I'm the spear of Yahweh. Some people say that if I'm the spear, you the sword. If I'm the spear, you the sword. Yah, you the machine gun. You get what I'm saying? If that's the case, sisters, you the grenade launcher. You get what I'm saying? The older folks, y'all the flamethrowers. Young kids, y'all the infiltrators. Y'all understand? If I got to be the tip, think about what's coming behind me. Not just here in the United States. I got people from Jamaica hit me last night saying, bro, we listening to you, but we want you to help us push these Chinese people out of Jamaica. The Chinese trying to get in Jamaica. The brown man is being encroached upon everywhere on this planet. And Yah is tired. And I'm tired. And Yah's tired. Are you tired? Operation Black Messiah was a program that they had in 1969 that J. Edgar Hoover said should prevent the rise. And I want y'all to listen to this word, to prevent the rise of a black, charismatic male that could energize the black nationalist movement and inspire the people to become unified. Now, a lot of people will say, well, we've had a lot of people come. You didn't listen to the conditions. See, the white man was smart enough to know that, yeah, you can be a smart brother, but you still can't do what they're talking about. You can be a very energetic brother, but not be as smart as the other brother. So you can't do it either. What they're talking about is somebody who's embodying all of those. They embody the intelligence. They embody the spiritual knowledge. They embody the connection back to Yahweh. They embody the having the history and the knowledge of who we was before you touched us. And they also have the knowledge of everything that you've done. And they haven't lost their racial rage. And they're charismatic enough and energizing enough and exemplifying enough that the people will want to exemplify just what they're doing. They don't want no brothers like me talking to y'all this way. White people thought they killed all the brothers like this. They missed a couple. And now we still, it's like that movie, The Boys in Brazil. If you ever seen the movie Boys from Brazil, they took Hitler's DNA and they made all these copies of him and planted them with wealthy families. And every last one of them was going to grow up and be a Hitler. And there was this dude running around trying to kill every last one of them. And just when he thought he had got all of them, it was one last one motherfucker left. He had the mustache already at 16. The motherfucker was in the mirror doing like this, y'all, thinking about all the shit he was going to do because he was 16 again. They don't want nobody that got the spirit of Hewitt. They don't want nobody who got the spirit of Malcolm. They don't want nobody who got the spirit of Martin. They don't want nobody who got the spirit of Stokely. They don't want nobody who got the spirit of Angela. They don't want none of us. Uhuru. They don't want that. Why? Because they spent centuries just trying to get into Africa. And they couldn't because warriors like us met them. They couldn't even get on the continent. Do you all understand? They know who you are. They know that you don't. My brother, I want to thank you for letting me come before your folks, just to give them a little bit of knowledge.
Our ancestors are calling. I've been saying this, though. We just got to open up our channels. Sons and daughters are waking up. Sons and daughters are rising up. We got to build. It's time to build. It's time for us to build. It's time for us to move. It's time for us to do the things that we must do. It's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to free ourselves from the slavery of religion. Religion has enslaved us more than anything else on the face of this earth. We got to wake up. That's why it's your duty. It's my duty to wake somebody up. To wake a sister up. To wake a brother up. To wake somebody. This is the time. Can't you see that everything is moving in proportion? The spirit of our fathers are calling on sons and daughters. They are reaching out. Waiting for those who would wake up. Waiting for those who will rise up. Waiting for those who will just connect. Open up and connect. Spirit of our fathers are waking up. You're waking sons and daughters up. When I watched this, I was like, I ain't got nothing on you, brother. Do you. Do you. Do you. Grandmaster J. Do you.
Real money, man, let's go. They already took the life that you had. And then then when you come out, they already got a plan together to fuck you up. They know y'all been doing silly shit. They know y'all been running around taking this challenge and that challenge and just having a good old time and trying to deal. They know that. Why they been plotting and planning and shit. And y'all ain't see that coming? Not fucking around coalition asked y'all to do one thing. We asked y'all to do one thing just to demonstrate that we could all get on one accord. You see, how can he trust you with something that's huge as liberating your people if he can't trust you with something that's tiny as represent a cause for 24 hours, 48 hours, a week? I ask every one of y'all that believe that what I'm saying to be true just for 24 hours to change your logo. When them motherfuckers went over there and bombed Paris, y'all ain't have no problem putting stay up, pray for Paris. Y'all quick to jump on anybody else bandwagon but your own. Why? Because you think your wagon is raggedy? Why? Because you think that they don't deserve for you to lift it up? Why? Because you're ashamed of your people? Let me help y'all out real quick. You should hold your head up higher than anybody else. You have done shit that they can't even figure out yet. You have done shit that they don't even have the technology to begin to even imitate. You have written shit that they can't decipher. You have known shit about the stars that they just discovered. You invented shit that they still use today. You are the creator of businesses that they don't stole and they eating off of. You have taught them how to dance. You done taught them how to rap. You done taught them how to play sports. You taught them how to wash their ass. You taught them how to stand up. Ladies, don't get mad. The reason that you have a booty is because you are a bipedal creature that needs those gluteus maximus to walk upright. But when you walk around on all fours, you don't have an ass. But when someone stands you up, you look like, now they're trying to get like you. They want your DNA. Don't you realize that you should hold your head up as a people and have high racial esteem? Because we all know you have high personal esteem, but you have low racial esteem. That's why you always talking down to the black man. I love my comedians, but comedians, when you start making fun of your own people in front of people who don't know your people, they don't look at it that way. They think that you are reinforcing what they already believe about you. That's why I salute my man Dave Chappelle, because he told it like it was. And the truth hurt. The same way they disconnected me when I got a little too hot for y'all. I want y'all to understand that no matter where you are across the African diaspora, that I'm talking to you. Y'all always claim that y'all want to be together. I know where most of us are. I know the populations. Don't make me tell you where all the black people are. See, they don't even want you to know how many of y'all it is. They want you to think that it's a handful over here, that it's a few over there, and that we are more than y'all. They like to call you the minority. Minority is an insulting word because they're trying to bring you down. They use the word minority because they want you to think that they're the majority. That's bullshit. I know in Brazil, we got over 55 million black folks. In the United States, we have 46 million black folks. Haiti, they sitting on 8 million black folks. Dominican Republic, y'all sitting on about 7 million black folks. Colombia, 4 million. France, they got 5.5 million. Listen, man, I can go on down to Jamaica, got 2 million. United Kingdom, the UK got 2 million. Canada got 1 million. Mexico got 1 million. Cuba got 1 million. Look, Italy got 1 million. Spain got a million. Listen, Puerto Rico got 900,000. Peru got 800,000. Ecuador got 1 million. Trinidad and Tobago got motherfucking 600,000. Do I have to keep going? We every motherfucking where. And we ain't in no small motherfucking numbers. But isn't it ironic that the place with the #1 and the #2 largest black populations, which is Brazil and the United States, are the two where they're trying to eliminate us the most? I'm going to let that float in the air because somebody need to hear that. And you mean to tell me that a brother has asked all of those millions of people in each one of those countries to stand up and unify and fight back against what is being done to us, to no longer tolerate the oppression, that we're not a formidable force? Y'all, the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan asked y'all to give him 10,000 soldiers for the justice or else. He never got that, but yet I got 25,000 of y'all who say y'all right now ready to ride or die. If I can raise 25,000 in a week, damn it, that's over 70 million fucking people. 110 million on the other side. What's wrong? Don't y'all get it? You are the team. Listen, this is not about race. This is about what you were told to do by your creator. Call it what you want. You can call it a war. You can call it a jihad. You can call it a holy war. Or you can call it what it is. It is what was written to happen in the very last days. Don't make me open the books in here because it tells you how we were going to be, not the book of Revelations. You see, that's what they put that back in for you because it's hard to understand. But what I'm telling you is simple because you can go look it up yourself. And it tells you how we were going to be. It tells you how men and women were going to be. It tells you that our morals would be gone. It tells you that we will have no value. It even tells you, good women, stop. Because it says that the men will be so weak in your time that they're going to go after the easy women because they don't want to do the work to become a brother worthy enough to be your man. That's in the book. All of these things it says. It talks about the wealth. It talks about the disproportionate. It talks about abortion. It talks about everything that we're doing today. It talks about it. It said when this time comes, you'll know. And for y'all who don't get it, don't worry. I'm going to make you start having dreams. I'm going to make you start having visions. Y'all know some people sitting out there right now, been having some crazy ass dreams and wondering where they came from. Like something about to happen. Y'all got people spraying the skies because they don't want you to see the signs that he said he would send. The enemy busy. And this ain't no red devil running around with a pitchfork. It's the people that's doing shit to you.
Oh, brother, speak that truth. Listen, I was just talking about this the other day on the Zoom community. I was telling you, you got to stop using their tools, their weapons to search for who you are. Who you are is written all around. It's written in codes that they can't read. This is why spirituality is something that everybody got to chase after. All of them list that he was making. How do you think the first scientists, our fathers, were able to do the things that they did? Because they were connected to the spirit. They were connected to the dimensions. So they saw things in the realm and brought it down. Until we collect, if we still go the same way, we're trying to use their research to prove who you are is in your system. Who you are is in your DNA. This is why this is the melanated truth. Who you are is in your melanin, it's in the sun, it's in the fruit that you're eating, it's in the food. That is why I'm doing all that I'm doing. Time to wake up. Time to connect to the spirit. There's not a single, listen, there's not a single subject that I talk about that the spirit don't tell me. I don't make stuff up. Most of the things that I be saying, I don't read it anyway. What somebody was sharing me information, a piece of history about a question that I answered on the Zoom community earlier on today, and the person was giving a piece of information like, okay, next time this is how you be answering this, and I'm like, okay, but did you hear what I said? I said, okay. I said, listen, when I was giving the answer, I didn't check history. I didn't know the history, but you know what I did? I quickly asked the ancestors, why didn't you guys do anything when a white man came to the shores? And they spoke to me whilst I was teaching you. They said, this is why it's not that they did it. And I gave you the answer. And the history that the person was sharing with me and the answer that I was giving you was the same thing. Just take away the names of the people that gave the word. The history was the same thing. And I wasn't in the history, but when I needed to know, the ancestors spoke to me and I said it. And this is how I answer the things that I answer, because the ancestors be telling me, the powers that be telling me everything that you need to hear, you need to know. And I say it as they tell me, no filters. No filters. I love this, brother. It's time to wake up. I kept saying, since October last year, I kept saying 2020 is the best year ever. Everybody that is on the prayer page knows I kept saying this. Even when the whole lockdown came about, I said it's the best year ever. It's 2020 is going to start a lot of things that if you miss, you will never get opportunity to be a part of. Listen, if you are spiritual, you will know how great this year is. Forget about everything you're seeing around you. This is the best year you can ever be a part of. If you miss it, it's because you're not spiritual. Once you get into the spirit, you will not miss a thing what the fathers are saying. I'll see you tomorrow for Spirit Friday, and I'm not missing Spirit Friday tomorrow for anything, so I'll definitely see you tomorrow for Spirit Friday, and we're going to have a great time in the realms of the spirit. Stay blessed and love you guys. Hope today's video has been a blessing. And I salute you, Grandmaster J. All that I'm asking, be more tactical. Work more underneath. And I love how you did it. Before they know it, you up. You there. Don't put up a lot of plans on social media. Let's create our own platforms that we can send messages to each other. Before they know it, we up there. Oduman kuma insure Grandmaster J. Oduman kuma count Grandmaster J. Oduman kuma bon hoban. Nena nanom so wense won so mu. Won bo. Na ye mere no. Makukuduru nhyɛ wo ma. Matumi nhyɛ wo ma. Obi tuuturu a mo mpa wo ho. Na oboku mo obɛhyehyɛ wo akiri obɛyɛ na adwe na obɛboku wo zem ye nananom yin mpoi. I'm praying with you, brother. Have a great evening, guys. I love you.